in a YouTube video every day for 30 days with no YouTube experience. And I just wanted to share what I kind of learned from that whole experience. By the way, my name's Jeremy. I am starting a YouTube channel and I am doing it all just from scratch and kind of documenting that journey as I go. So I invite you to follow along if you're curious about starting your own channel or wanting to, maybe even just watch what I do. So, um, you know, I- I've been wanting to do a YouTube channel for a long time, and I never knew what to do, what to say, what to talk about, or what the channel would be about. So I just kind of decided to go ahead and just do a YouTube channel about, starting a YouTube channel or just kind of documenting my journey and then kind of building a brand out of that. And maybe if it goes somewhere else, then it goes somewhere else after that. It'd be great. Um, but I wanted to try it at least and dedicate to it. And so that 30-day challenge was something that I could dedicate every day to. And I learned a lot as I went on that journey. And I kind of want to share some of that stuff with you if anybody's thinking about doing that on their own. I think what kept me back was I had a big fear of starting. I had a fear of what are people going to think of me, and I had a fear of, is it going to be a failure? Am I going to just stop doing it? Am I wasting my time, basically? So, um, to get over that, I just did it. I just started it and did it, and it was a little awkward at first, and it still is a little bit awkward. I got to be honest, but I'm learning a lot as I go. I'm learning how to talk to the camera better, and I don't worry as much about how I look or how I sound. I mean, that's just me. That's how other people perceive me anyways. So, I guess I should just get used to it. So, the reason I started is, other than just my own personal things, is I want to help other people if other people are in the same situation. Because, I'm 46 years old and I've been wanting to start a YouTube channel for years. And I just figured, hey, you know, if there's other people that want to do that too, maybe I can just jump on, do it myself, learn the ropes, and maybe I can be an encouragement or a help to other people or help people, get through certain hurdles that held me back. Um, and it'd be fun. I think it's fun. I was in photography before. I did photography, um, real estate photography specifically, but I also did other types of photography, wedding photography, and other things. And I like cameras. I like videos a completely different beast, but it helps with lighting and stuff like that. So some of the stuff I'm already familiar with. So I thought it would be fun to kind of get into video and kind of make a brand for myself. I like watching the numbers too. I don't know it's not supposed to be about the numbers, but I like watching the numbers and seeing, it's encouraging to see people actually watching it. And I don't have a lot of people watching, but even two people watching it is fun for me. It's because you get some interaction. But so I'll go over some of the stuff that kind of worked for me, and maybe it'll work for you. But one of the things I tried initially, well, okay, so when I did the 30-day challenge, some of the things I did was, every day I would shoot a video, and some days I would know what I'm shooting about, and some days I didn't. Now I think in the first few days, maybe the first 10 days or so, I would need to kind of get my thoughts together and write some stuff down on notes and take notes and then kind of read off the notes and go from there, just so I would have something that I could refer to if I lost my frame of thought or just ran out of what I was thinking about saying or whatever. So the notes helped me a lot because I could just look at them behind the camera or look at them like on the iPad or something like that, and just kind of follow and go, just write a basic bullet point and then just kind of elaborate on that. The other thing I tried was scripting. I tried actually writing a script out and following the script word for word. In my case, that didn't work for me. It didn't work very well. um, and maybe it was just because I didn't practice enough at it, but it didn't seem natural to me. It didn't seem like I could connect as easily, and it seemed not genuine. I don't know what was the word, disingenuine. It didn't seem genuine to me, so I kind of scrapped that idea and went back to the notes. And some days I wouldn't do any notes or any pre-thoughts at all. I would just kind of turn the camera on and go. But that was more in the later videos, I think. Maybe past video 15, I could do that every now and then. But most of the time I had some general thoughts that I would go on. At least an idea for the video that I would, hit the record button and then just go off that idea. And your mind kind of switches around from things when you do that. You kind of just start on something and then your mind goes to here or there. Um, but I want to build a brand, build it, and I want it to be me. So doing the script was a little bit kind of it was a little different, and maybe I'll still work on that. It's something because I'm still learning a lot for sure. So maybe it's something that I'll come back to and start to develop the script part of it. As far as editing, there's a few different editing softwares out there. I primarily use DaVinci Resolve. I also have something called LumaFusion, which you can install on your. It's like $9 from the App Store, but it's like you can either put it on a iPad or you can put it on your phone. I think it actually works on a MacBook too, but it really is good for touch controls. So um, if you've ever done any video editing, it's really a easy. There's a low learning curve. Like DaVinci Resolve has a kind of a higher learning curve, but um, LumaFusion, it's a little easier to learn and get going with it if you want something simple. There's another one called CapCut. I think I played with that like once or twice, but it didn't do. There was something that I didn't use it for. I know it's very powerful and it has a lot of automation. It'll do like your subtitles and stuff for you. So it's kind of cool. It's got a free version and then there's the paid version on top of that. There was another one that I played with called StreamYard, which is completely online, and that one's good for if you have like a webcam or something like that. It's easy to do. It's more sort of like a Loom video or a Zoom video, I guess, maybe probably Loom, but you have some controls and I think it's easier to use that when you're like interviewing somebody or something like that. But I played with that. I shot a couple videos, I think, in that, and that one worked well. For filming, I primarily used my phone, and I have a DSLR, but it's an older one, and it doesn't have autofocus for video, so it was really difficult for me to use that one. I think I tried one video with it, and I think I remember using it, but mostly I've been using my phone, and I use a DJI gimbal. The Osmo Pocket, I think, is the one that I have, and then I have these DJI mics that I really like that I use. The Mic 2 system is really good. So that's what works for me so far. I would eventually like to upgrade to another DSLR or a mirrorless camera. I think the Sony cameras get really good reviews for doing vlogging or YouTube videos and stuff. Now with music, I played around and I don't know results yet. Some of the stuff I put music in, some of it I didn't. It was a lot easier to edit and just get the video out if I didn't put music to it. But there was some that I did add some music to. One of them was just YouTube's stock music that they have, and then I went on artlist.io and used some of their stuff. I got their subscription. I think I paid for a year for like $100 and something bucks, but that paid for the whole year. So I'll use that here and there, and they've got sound effects and stuff you can add in too. So depending on what you're wanting to do with your YouTube channel, you can utilize something like that. Um, Finding things to talk about, I thought was a little bit. Um, it was hard to do at first, but then the more I went through it, the more I opened up and kind of, I told a couple stories here and there. But I think that's important too. But um, I got more familiar with the camera, and the more you get familiar with the camera, the easier it is to talk. It's easier to talk as you would like somebody that you know. Um, One thing I did do too was I did one take videos. Like all of my videos were one take. And so it made the editing really easy. I didn't cut out the ums and the pauses and stuff. So I don't know if that's something that you would want to do. I don't know if that makes it more engaging. Like I said, I'm still learning a lot of this stuff. I didn't do any of that. I just did a one take, and it made it real easy to shoot it, to upload it, and well, edit it and then upload it. Um, so the other thing I learned a lot about was still learning about, how to be me, how to open up and find myself and kind of bring my personality out and be genuine. One thing that I found really cool was, even with the minimum amount of subscribers that I have right now, is the community is really cool. So people have been cheering me on, they've been commenting, they've been very supportive. I with with the little like I looked at one of the videos the other day, and it was like 7 comments or something on one video that barely has any views at all. It's not like this stuff is being seen by very many people. So the sense of community, I thought, was a really cool part of it. And interacting with that community, it helps open you up too, because you start to think about those people while you're talking. You start to think about those people that you've been, interacting with, and that's awesome, because it's not like you're just blindly talking to a camera, or just talking to nobody. You start to feel a connection while you're actually filming, and that helps you open up too. And so once I got going with the 30 day challenge, I didn't want to stop. Um, it was something that it started to become part of my day, and it was therapeutic for me, where I could just talk about whatever I wanted to talk about. And um, it got to the point where by the 30th day, the I didn't shoot anything the next day, and I felt weird about not shooting. I felt like, oh wow, like what am I gonna do? Is my channel gonna fall apart here? But the cool thing is anybody can do this. Like, you don't have to really have much to say. You're gonna find stuff to talk about. So I would encourage anybody to do this type of thing. Just get on there and dedicate yourself to 30 days or something like this. You can do it. You have things in you that people want to hear. Everybody's unique. So everybody has this opportunity. And I did that myself just to find that out. So I want to encourage anybody that wants to do this to just start. Just dedicate it. You don't have to have anything fancy. Just go outside, take your phone, walk around, just be you, and you know talk about what interests you, or what skills you have, or whatever you want to do. And just the hardest part is just doing it. So I would just encourage you to go out there and do it. Just start it. That's what helped me. And now I'm on this journey that I don't know if it's going to end. At some point I'm sure it has to, but right now I plan on keep going. So I just want to encourage you guys with that. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one.